Hello. Oh gosh. Let's cut to the chase. Today's a squishy makeover. You know it. I know it. Why does that look so weird? Even Opie knows it. Last week, I posted this and asked you guys to vote on which ones you wanted to see. And you guys are such good citizens. So let me pull out all the squishies from the picture. Here they are. Guess who won the popularity contest with flying colors? This guy, by far the most requested. Next, empty space. This fat pig was mentioned a few thousand times, so yeah, that's a go. You're so fat and amazing. And so many people wanted to see this injured narwhal couple as well, so yeah, sure, I'll take those too. And for the last one, I'm gonna choose. And I pick this rainbow, and you know what? I'll take it a step further because I'm willing to spend 60 hours on this video. Yeah, sure, no problem. And I'll do this cake as well. So here's the group. Oh wait, the narwhals must be together. That's, yeah. Here's the group. So let's get to squishy roasting. Where do I even begin with this koala? Although the design is really cute, the condition is not. It's not cute. We've got paint smudges on the face. He's moments away from joining the earless squad. Hey, missing ear squad. And on top of that, there's a clear slice through the top of his ear. He bleeds purple blood. I'm also diagnosing him right here with acrylic paint disease. Also, he has a little toilet paper stuck to him. It's okay. It happens to all of us. Ew. Enter fabric glue. Yes, I hold on the cap with rubber bands. I'm not sure what the problem is. I'm gonna spread some glue on the mutilated ear and stick a chunk of memory foam on there. Secure that on, let it dry, and once it's dry, I'm gonna trim down the foam and try to get it looking as close to the other ear as I can. Watch where you're pointing those scissors, man. Jeez. And that's it. That's the best I can do. I also tried to patch up the little hole that's in the cup the same way, but that was with worse results. And looks suspiciously like a pimple popping video. But hey, let's keep going. Now I'm gonna glue the ears back in place and then throw on a thick layer of puffy paint over all the cracks and repairs to seal everything together. Once that dries, it's time to accessorize. Rhymes. Don't get me wrong, I love koalas. I've got nothing but respect for them, brah. But I do want to change this into something different just for fun. So I'm shaping some marshmallows out of memory foam because this is gonna be a hot chocolate themed bear. So I'm gonna glue those on and then smother them in puffy paint to fill all the holes. This looks pretty weird right now, but just bear with me, okay? So I need to try to remove some of that disease by just scratching it off. I did remove a good amount of it and revealed this top secret message underneath. It says code or Cody or Katie? Cody? I don't know what it says. I'm going to paint the cup with a nice maroonish color. I just mixed a bit of brown with some red. I don't use this color too often, but I wanted something nice and cozy and comforting since it's a hot chocolate theme. The bear is supposed to represent the actual hot chocolate, so this is the moment when this guy loses his identity as a koala. No, it's not sad because he's becoming hot chocolate. Last time I checked, that's a good thing. Maybe in the future there'll be an opportunity to change something into a koala. Hint, hint. But yeah, for now the koala's dead. So here we go. It's got a nice cozy look to it. Yeah. Now let's do something about those alien marshmallows. I'm painting those white, which is the traditional color for marshmallows here on Earth. And then I'm taking this mighty chalk and sketching the face. This way I can wipe it off or paint over it easily if I make a mistake, which is bound to happen. Alright, so that's what we're working with. That's what I decided was perfect. So now I'm going over that with some actual paint. I did make his eyes closed because he's just too cozy to open his eyes right now. I'm adding some shading to the marshmallows to try to make them look like they've been toasted. This is some gourmet hot chocolate, okay? To finish off those marshmallows, I'm gonna spread some puffy paint around to make them look like they're melting because hot chocolate is hot. Back to the face. I'm just gonna put a nice little expression on him. And final touches, I'm gonna add some dark chocolate to the ears and coming out of the cup for some reason. And since this cup is such a large area and it's so daggone plain, I decided to add some snowflakes to make it more interesting. So here's the final squishy. He's gone to the dark side. Not evil, but he's just literally a darker color than the original. And I love it. The repairs went really well. You would basically never know it was damaged. And I put so much detail into this with the snowflakes and the shading on the marshmallows. It's like 1,000 degrees in here right now, but this little bear makes me want hot chocolate still. I just want to drink his face off. Not in a weird way. Okay, and next there's the fat pig.
Stop calling me fat.
This one is so stinking adorable. I'm always a little confused when everyone chooses the super cute ones because it's like, why do you want me to change this? I mean, to be fair, it is really, really worn out. There are cracks over its entire fat body.
Wow, you just keep going.
Paint missing, ripping. It's definitely had its time. The first step I'm gonna take is to cut off the ears. Why, you ask? Well, I just think pigs look better without ears, just an opinion. Just kidding, I'm gonna be replacing them with a different kind of ears. So you just lay down over here and wait for me to decide your fate. Here's a familiar chunk of foam. I'm gonna use that failed tail to shape a nice, what is this shape called? You see it. Then cut it in half to create 2 bunny ears. So now you're thinking,
I know, you're changing it into a bunny.
Wrong.
I'm changing this into a pig wearing a bunny costume. If that's not high concept, I don't know what is. So let me glue those on, make sure that they're somewhat straight and even, pull the fluff out of his butt.
This is humiliating.
Oh, and don't forget, how could I almost forget the fluffy tail? We gotta make that happen too. Good. Now seal everything with puffy paint, of course. I'm gonna paint over him with a nice fresh coat of paint so we can get rid of all the cracks and rips and just rejuvenate and freshen up his nice pink pig skin. I'm just stalling right now, can you tell? Ah, here we go with some nice pink cheeks. That's a must. And I'm giving him some happy eyes because he's getting a makeover, so he should be happy about it. And finally, here I go painting on the costume. Why did I choose yellow for the costume, you may be asking?
Initially, I wanted to do white, but the tail and the stomach area are gonna be white. Pink is obviously a nah. Blue would kind of look like cotton candy. I just did a huge purple squishy recently. Orange is a little too close to pink. Gray was kind of boring.
And that's how I landed on yellow. Wasn't that interesting? I wonder how many people clicked out during that explanation. And finally painting the tail. Ugh, the lighting is incredibly washed out here. It's blinding. Here's the final. The old one didn't look naked before, but now it looks kind of naked. Do I need to blur anything out? But seriously, it's not that huge of a difference, the before and after, but I definitely think the squishy has been refreshed and it's rocking a new getup, so that's cool. I'm definitely getting some Easter vibes. Why have I gotten all seasonal in this video? First it's winter, now it's spring.
Once upon a time, there was a little bunny hopping through the forest. Excuse me, little bunny.
What?
Anyway, I was completely stumped on ideas for this one, so I'm just glad I was able to come up with something. So now I'm gonna work on these two, but you know what? Let's roast them one at a time. So this cake. I feel like nobody voted for this one because it's honestly not that attractive. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe y'all think it's great. Maybe I have weird taste in colors. I don't get the thought process behind choosing these colors. Well, you know, I think we should make the main color greenish yellow. It's definitely the most appetizing color we could choose. Then some brown drips. Not like a chocolate brown, but like a diarrhea brown. Perfect. Then the bottom has to be hot pink. That'll really tie it all together. Eek. Squishy roasting is brutal today. On the plus side, look at that squish. Yes. Now the little rainbow. It is adorable, and maybe this is just a weird personal thing coming from someone who has an unhealthy obsession with rainbows, but I don't appreciate when the order of the rainbow
It's wrong.
It's not dramatic at all. Also, it has a rip in its Okay, where's the cake? There it is. So I'm first going to remove the strawberries from the top. And you know what? It's weird because the strawberries were the one part of this cake that didn't bother me. But I'm actually gonna hold on to these because they may come in handy at some point. Also, I have hoarder tendencies. I need that space cleared because I'm actually going to attach the rainbow onto the top eventually to become the new cake decoration. I did remove some of the little pimples that were gonna be in the way as well. And then I'm painting over the scars to cover them up. And there we go. I'm gonna start painting on the little rainbow. My brush is a little crunchy. I did mix all of these colors myself. A lot of people ask why I sometimes use pink instead of red for the rainbow. I only do this when I'm using lighter versions of all of the colors, and pink is just a lighter version of red. And here's the part where I leave my camera on literally for an hour by accident.
Oh crap.
I felt like the colors did look a bit off, so I adjusted them. I made some of them lighter and some of them darker for the second coat, just to make sure that they look nice together. Small small difference, but in my mind it helped. While the rainbow is drying, it's cake time. Ooh, nice. And I'm painting it with the same colors I used for the rainbow, of course. And I'm very happy to say goodbye to those old colors. I decided to do rainbow stripes down the side of the cake and all the way around, which took a long time to do, a very long time to do. Like, just to give you an idea, that's how slowly I was making progress on this. And of course, one coat is never enough, so we gotta go for coat number 2. Let's get through this, la 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 la. Okay, there. Now it's time for the two squishies to finally connect. So I'm gluing the rainbow on, but as you can see, there are still gaps between them. So I used puffy paint to fill in all the gaps better. Now that the two have become one, it's time for this to really come together, and so I'm gonna paint the top and all the little drips pink to complete the rainbow on the cake. In the process, I did get a little paint on the clouds, just a little. So I'm going over that with some white to lighten it up. In the beginning, it wasn't my plan to use a pearly finish for the clouds, but the original clouds had that kind of going on, and somewhere along the line, I decided I liked it, so I totally just stole that idea from the original squishy. It did get a little tricky painting in the area under the rainbow.
Somewhere under the rainbow.
As I'm doing the finishing touches, you may have noticed that you can still kind of see that darn drizzle underneath, and to that I say, oh well. It really wasn't the kind of drizzle that's easy to remove, so it's just gonna have to stick around, but it's not super noticeable, so I'm fine with it. I know I was very harsh about the original cake design, but I will say the ugly ones are the most exciting to me. They're my favorites to work on because there's the most room for improvement, and just look at it now. Unless you don't like rainbow, then just shh, don't spoil it for me, okay? I absolutely love how this turned out. I want to keep doing more of these combination squishies because I think it's a really cool idea to combine multiple squishies and create something brand new.
Somewhere under the rainbow.
What?
So now I'm gonna work on the narwhals. The only difference in design between these two is the color. They're literally the exact same otherwise. I'm assuming that one is a boy and one is a girl. They do have very different injuries. The boy is missing his horn. So wait, is he still a narwhal or is he just a whale? And she has a hole in her fin, a scar on her back, and is just barely holding on to her tail. Just barely. I don't know what tragic accident left them like this, but we're gonna help. So first, oops, her tail is gone. Let me just find that. Okay, so ladies first, let's glue her tail back on. Pretty easy surgery, and it's back. Now, he is gonna be a little bit more difficult, and I actually have someone I want you to meet. It's a corpse. He passed away during a failed operation, and that is truly awful. But we're gonna cut up his dead body and use it for parts. So we're gonna transfer his horn onto the other whale. Once it's removed, I'm gonna trim it down and try to make it fit properly, glue it on, and there we go. Thank you for your donation, rest in peace. Now back to her, I'm gonna fill in her fin, patch up her scar, and reinforce her tail with some paint. And doing the same with him, I'm also cutting off the protruding eyelashes because I don't wanna see those in the end, and painting over those areas. Looking good, my dude. And now he's going in for his first coat of paint. I wasn't sure what to do for this narwhal couple, but I knew I wanted to do some sort of theme that would tie them together. So he is a chocolate chip cookie, and what goes well with chocolate chip cookies? Milk. So it's milk and cookies. I'm sorry about the way I said that. So once I got him painted all the way around, it's time for the details. I painted his heart white originally, but I changed that later, so just disregard that. Now I'm putting on the face by really just following the face imprint that's already there, and also adding the chocolate chips, which kind of looks like a leopard print, but it's chocolate chips. And here's where I changed the heart to chocolate. I liked the white heart, but I don't know. It just needed more chocolate. So back to this girl. Now that I've got a solid white color all the way around, I'm going in for the face, and she seriously looks like a ghost. Like, it's kind of scary. But let's keep going. Trying to make her paint job interesting was really tricky because, like, what do you do with a milk theme? It's wet, it's white, it's white. That's pretty much it. But I didn't want to leave her entire body just a plain white. So I ended up using the white pearl paint on her horn and gave her like a dripping kind of thing coming down. And I also made her heart pearl too. So here they are. Of course, I still love the original designs. They're classic, but I think these are so unique and a little bit more interesting now as a couple. Oh, and here's my hand just popping in to ruin the scene. What was I thinking? Okay, whatever. They went through some tough surgeries, but it was worth it, and now full recovery, we're fine, we're good, and it's great, everything's wonderful. Now, if I didn't tell you it was a milk and cookie theme, do you think you could tell? I don't know. It does kind of look like a leopard and a ghost wearing a magical hat, but I know it's milk and cookies, so that makes it cool. Also, did you know that narwhals are real? I'm totally not joking. Look it up. So basically, I did 6 squishies in this episode. It was crazy. It took me so long to make this video. You have no idea. But I'm really happy with all these guys and girls and things. So I'd say it was worth it. But yes, in the future, I'm not going to be doing so many per episode because it's just really hard trying to finish all of the work within 1 week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next week. Bye!